Christmas Eve had always been my favorite night of the year. The twinkling lights, the scent of pine, and the comforting warmth of my old family home brought me solace. This year, however, I was alone. My parents were visiting relatives, and I had volunteered to stay back and keep the house safe during the storm that had rolled in earlier that evening. By nightfall, the snow was falling relentlessly, burying the world outside in an icy silence. Inside, the Christmas tree sparkled, and the fireplace crackled with life. I had settled into the couch, a blanket draped over my legs, reading an old holiday classic. The isolation didn't bother me. In fact, I found it peaceful until the singing started. It was faint at first, barely audible over the wind rattling the windows. A soft, melodic hum. I froze, straining to listen. The sound grew clearer, carrying the eerie tone of a carol, one I didn't recognize. "Hush now, child, the snow is deep. On this night, no soul should weep." My heart thudded in my chest. The singing was coming from the front porch. I got up slowly, clutching the fire poker as I crept toward the door. Peeking through the peephole, I expected to see a group of carolers braving the storm. Instead, I saw nothing but swirling snow and darkness. The singing stopped. I opened the door, my breath puffing into the frigid air. There was no one there, just fresh snow on the porch and a single footprint. Only one. A sharp, pointed imprint leading away from the house and vanishing into the storm. I slammed the door, bolted it, and stepped back, my mind racing. Who could have left just one footprint? And where had they gone? The house felt colder suddenly, as if the storm had slipped inside. I threw another log on the fire, trying to push away the unease clawing at me. Then the singing started again. This time, it was inside. "Hush now, child, the bell shall toll and steal away your weary soul." The sound echoed faintly through the house, drifting from room to room. My throat tightened, and I gripped the poker tighter. "Who's there?" I called out, my voice trembling. No answer. I followed the sound to the living room. The Christmas tree lights flickered, casting the room into a shifting, shadowy glow. My eyes landed on the angel ornament at the top of the tree. It was glowing faintly, its tiny carved mouth now open as though singing. I stared, paralyzed as the ornament began to hum louder, its eerie melody filling the room. The air grew heavy, and the shadows around the tree seemed to stretch and twist. Suddenly, the lights went out. The house plunged into darkness, but the singing persisted, now joined by a low guttural whisper. Behind me, I felt a presence, cold and looming. Before I could turn, a voice hissed in my ear. "Hush now, child." The world went black.